All right. Let me post an announcement on the Twitters. I'm gonna live stream me fumbling through build code. Try to clean things up. Version 8. All right. Tweeted. That way I get more people to come watch me struggle. Big old struggle bus. All right. So, do I even need these? I don't need these. All right. That up. This here. Okie doke. All right. So, I hate dealing with this stuff, but basically, I'm in a situation where what I need to do is I need to clean things up for RxJS 8, because in RxJS 8, we don't want to, like, currently RxJS is publishing ES5, ES2015, CommonJS. There's a lot of we got dumb formats, and we're also bundling things into a UMD file that rarely gets used now. It's convenient for a CDN, but we've decided we no longer want to do that. And there's a bunch of other stuff that's in here too. I think that there's stuff in the package JSON for scripts to run browser tests in something that we don't even use anymore, like Sauce Labs. There's just a lot of weird junk. And so I want to get that stuff cleaned up. And part of the reason I want to get it cleaned up is I was looking at, like, oh, I want to get into the source here, and there's under utilities, there's like these error objects. And we have this crazy logic in here to like create an error class. And the reason this stuff exists is because we're compiling to like down-leveled JavaScript. And down-leveled JavaScript didn't handle the whole like stack bit very well. At least what some of the I'm not sure if all compilers did this or they fixed it eventually, but there was a problem where if you just extended error, the stack wouldn't be right. And that's not a problem when you don't have to down level, which we won't have to do anymore if we're targeting ES2022 or ES2023. So anyway, so I was looking at that and I'm like, well, I don't really want to get rid of that until I clean up our build and actually target the appropriate JavaScript versions and stuff. And then I started digging into that, and I was like, oh, well, let's look in package JSON and see where some of these things were used. And we've got these exports things, they're all wonky. There's just a lot of stuff that's going to have to change. And then there's, let's see, I noticed these things like build spec browser. Like as I was in here, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like we're not even using that anymore. Was there anything else in here that's some of this stuff that's like build spec browser, test browser? Yeah, this isn't something we use anymore because it is it's hard to do when I have everything zoomed in so far, but it's actually doing stuff for like Sauce Labs, and then we got these files for like Mocha browser runner, and yeah, we just need to kill a lot of it. And I'm sure that I'm probably going to miss a few things going through here, but at least it's a start. So let's get started and go through and try to clean some of this up. First things first, like when I build everything, I run this build package. There's better ways that we could set this up, but for now, let's look at this. So we're going to run build clean, then compile. And compile is where all the magic happens. We got the CJS. That makes sense. CJS spec. This is to build stuff out for tests. ESM5, ESM5 rollup edition. This is for the UMD file. And then types, where we're just exporting the types. We'll probably keep that. Right. I know that I don't want to do this ESM5 and ESM5 rollup anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and nuke those. And then I'm going to go find the tsconfig files for ESM5. Look at that, targeting that stuff. Import helpers true. We don't want to do that anymore. So let's delete that. Delete. And then, where was it? tsconfig. ES5 roll-up edition. Yep. And then, yeah, this is where we're going to put that stuff out. So let's kill that. Delete permanently. And then we've got some other stuff in here, and I think it's so hard to find this stuff when I'm all zoomed in. So not under testing, not under source, but probably under tools. Yeah. There's like this roll-up bundle. So let's see where that's actually called. Yeah, require, so make UMD bundle. See where this is called. Make UMD bundle. Oop. Oh, I meant to search. Make UMD bundle. All right. So build global. Yeah, we want to probably stop doing this as well. Only happens here. It's after we do compile. So let's kill that as well. And let's just, I'm going to run the build and see if I really terribly broke anything. Run build package. We should be okay. I mean, this should just not build those parts anymore, I would hope. Boring. Build faster. Okay. So now it's complaining that, what is this trying to do? This is trying to run fsutils. Class sync. Where's this coming from? Where, let's see. So TSC 22222. Who's calling this? Who are you? So are we saying that just by running these things? Okay, so maybe one of these is looking for ESM5. So let's look for ESM5 and see. So there's these. All right, so this is for the package JSON, and that's, we'll clean that up in a minute, but that's probably not what's causing me problems. Oh, maybe generate alias? Where is this being called from? Nope. Package.js. Generate alias. Build package. Aha. Yeah, so that's happening. Let's see. What is generate alias doing? So alias root. Okay. So let's kill this one for module. We're going to actually rename this one to module. And we don't care about this one anymore. And then what else? Do we get rid of any of these other ones? No. All right, so let's just call that good and try to run it again. I'm nerdy enough that this is kind of inefficient, like that it's looping over the same thing twice. Well, 3 times if you include the map. And I want to fix it, but it's pointless and silly to do that. Anyway, so let's see. Did it make it out? No. Let's try that again. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, look, we got Brandon. Brandon Roberts is on. I can bore him to death with my build stuff. I think this stuff's super boring, but I vowed that I would try to live stream as much as my RxJS development as possible. All right. So this is still complaining. Why are you complaining? Class sync prepare package JS. Okay. Who's calling this and why? Okay, here we go. This is a problem. What in the world? See, this stuff has been 4 years ago, and it's probably something I was like, yeah, great, OJ, high five, buddy, you did some work, that's awesome. And let's see, classing Transforms that. So let's kill this. We don't like that anymore. And then what else? Is there anything else? ESM5 root. We got these two things. Don't care about that. ESM5. Oh, we're not doing this one anymore. Kill that. This branch is never going to be executed. What else? ESM5, anywhere else? Bueller. Okay. So we're going to call that okay. ES2015. We're going to change this eventually just to be an ESM, I think, but let's run this again and see what happens. Yeah, Brandon, you should apply a ClickUp. They're pretty cool. They're very cool people, actually. Highly recommend. All right. Wait, Brandon's not employed? What's wrong with the world? Like, what's happening right now? Brandon, we should fix this. So it built, and we're happy. Okay. All right. This is going to be the next thing we got to kill. Wait, add license to file. This is probably just like, hey, let's do a thing. And what? If it, write file sync, read file sync. What happens if it doesn't? Wait, what? Wait, so wait, if it reads it and toStrings it and it's not there, what's actually happening? That's interesting. Dist. So these two things are there. Huh. Okay. That's super weird. So I would think that this UMD package thing is not. Let's see, bundles. Wait, do we do bundles? Isn't it there? There's no bundles. So prepare package. We're doing this if it exists. Oh, if it exists, then do this stuff. And that's never going to exist again because we killed it. Here now is updating all that code. And then what? All of this is in here. We don't need any of this. We can delete this whole darn file. Psh. Right? Yeah, let's just jump to this. Where's the file? Delete it. I like that. I like deleting code permanently. And then find prepare. Package. It's right here. We don't want to do that anymore. Generate alias, and that's the other one that we were just looking at. And that was okay. Yeah. All right, so those are the, so that's fine. I'll run it again. Should go so much faster. There's less to build. It does go faster, actually. As sad as this is, that it's still slow. So we got 1, 2, 3, and then tsconfig types. Wait, what? Why is that in there twice? And then that one. So compile. So hold on. We've got CJS spec, types, type spec. All right, fine. We'll leave it be for now. But I feel like we're building more than we need to. All right. So there's that. What else? What did we just touch? Let's have a look. So that's gone. Okay. Generate alias. Let's look at the diff here. This zoomed in versions for the birds. All right. So what do we do? Some of this is just reformatting, so that's pretty lame. We removed that. That's fine. Okay, so this looks okay to me. Package JSON. Up here, we removed the global build, and we changed this one around. Yep, to remove those two. We change compile around to remove that. I hate those sort of fancy, look how cute I am diffs, but there it is. All right, so let's just, well, I had a commit for these things. So looking at that, yeah, I definitely wanted to remove that. I definitely wanted to remove that. Definitely wanted to remove that. This we already looked at, and we said that, yeah, we wanted to get this out of there, and the rest was formatting, so that's cool. This here, we removed the UMD build, and we changed this other stuff around to make sure we weren't building ESM5. Let's add that. Okay, so the message for this is what? Chore. This is probably actually a feature change now that I think about it. Feature no longer publishing EMD or ES5 builds. Let's see, commit that. Oh, great, I committed to master. Awesome. I'll have to make sure that I start a new branch here in a second. Why don't I just do that now? What do we call it? Let's call it build changes, or version 8 build. All right, there. Now we're in a new branch, so I don't go back and nuke master at one point and like ruin all my changes. All right, so other things. There's a lot of other crap in here that we don't do. Let me look at this again. So in here, we've also got this browser testing. We don't do that. That runs build spec browser. And whatever this OPN thing is, open that, obviously, duh, in the browser. Although I think this is a dependency. OpenCLI, yep, so we can probably remove that. Because I seriously doubt we're using that anywhere else. Yeah, we're definitely not. So I'm going to kill that. Ooh, I like removing dependencies. That's even better. And build spec browser. All right, so test browser. So let's get rid of this. And then this is got a Webpack Mocha config. Oh, I don't even know if I use that anywhere else, but we'll have to look. You know, not so far. Webpack Mocha config under spec support. So my guess is we can kill that too. Webpack Mocha config. We got Lodash and Glob and Webpack. Where else are we using Webpack? Are we using Webpack anywhere else? Not you. Not you. Not you. Wait, why is that? Oh, that's in the docs. Okay. Group by TS. Wait, what? Oh, that's just an example. I'm like, what is this? It's just an example. Okay. Let's see. All right, so that means we can also get rid of Webpack. Ooh. Although, if, well, I think that, let's see, if the Docs app uses Webpack, no, it uses a different version of Webpack anyways. So yeah, we can get rid of Webpack. Oh man, this is so good. Die Webpack. And then go in here and be like, what? Where was it? This one here is where we're killing the Webpack thing. This Mocha config. Deal with it. Dead. Wait, Lodash, Path, and Glob. I need to look those up too. Lodash. Who else is using Lodash? We might be using that in other places. That's pretty common. Oop. So we are using Lodash in other places. So we have that one. Path is obviously native to Node. Glob. It's unlikely that we're not using glob somewhere else. Man, I keep doing that. Glob. Oh, my glob. That's only there. Sweet. So I can remove that one too. Dang. All right. So go into our package JSON. We'll find glob. Oh, my glob. Get rid of that. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. And then we get to kill this whole file. Delete permanently. Delete. And honestly, I mean, I don't know, I could do like a npm CI and run everything and make sure that nothing's broken, but I'm pretty sure we're good. There's that, and then what? npm, run build package. It shouldn't make a difference. Yeah, because that doesn't touch anything. All right, so let's just leave that run. So good, so good. All right, so let's review our changes. We deleted that. Definitely wanted to delete that. In here, we removed these two test commands. Remove these three dependencies, which is fantastic. I love removing dependencies. All right. And then just say chore, remove unused browser testing code and deps. Commit. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. I love deleting code. All right. What else do we have? We have a bunch of other weirdness going on in here, so let's look at it. So build package. We clean. Make sure there's nothing weird in our clean. Nope. Compile. It's right here. We already looked at this one, but I'll just double check. Looks cool. Generate alias, which again, like I'm a little bit fuzzy on what this does still. I believe it's just going through to add stuff to the pack. Yeah. Just adding stuff to the package JSONs for each one of those directories. Yeah. All right. So cool. Yeah. For each one of these little subdirectories. So that should be fine. Do we have any there? Are we missing one of these? I feel like there was one more for like, oh no, never mind. Fetch is there. Testing's there. Yeah. All right. Anyways, this is fine. FS extra. What's FS extra even do? Why do we have these things? Like if it exists, remove it. All right, so this is just deleting things. I hate additional dependencies, but that's okay. We'll leave that one for now. It's not worth it. Roll up bundle. We're using this? We can't be using this. Make UMD bundle. There's no way we're using this anymore. Make UMD. No, we are not. See? And this is using rollup bundle, which I guarantee we're not using that anymore. So package locks. Oh my God, we get to remove rollup. This is going to be so good. Installation. I'm not worried about that. Let's see there. Bundle. Oh yeah, we're going to get to delete all that stuff. That's awesome. Let's see. Source. Where was I? I was in our helpers. Yeah, tools. Sweet. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Delete. Oh man, this is so good. I don't know what this is. Oh, we probably don't need this crap either. So you just like build things up over the course of 7 years. I bet this hasn't been used in ages. All right, and then we can go to package.json and find roll up. All of this stuff. Man, so good. Roll up. There, change log, okay. Don't care, that's fine. And then we'll do npm CI. Although we probably need to generate a new package lock, I suppose. Yeah, whatever. Nuke it. Go, go, go. Look at all these critical issues. I don't care. I hate that thing. All right. So that's done. Man, look at all these other. It makes me curious to go through and delete some of these dependencies too, but I think we're on the right track so far. Is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. Run npm run build package. I don't know why I'm doing this obsessively, but I'm sure it's not going to make a difference. Let's go and look at this. So we wanted to remove that. Yes. We wanted to remove this. Yes. Here, we are removing all those roll-up thingies. Kill it with fire. And then this is just, typical. Look at that. But my gosh, it just removed so much from this file, from the package lock, which means like we just took out huge amounts of our dependency graph, which is awesome. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Let's kill it. Let's see. Sure. Clean up or roll up related files and deps. That's awesome. Wait, I kind of want to do this again. If I rumref, and I do npm install, I just want to see if it's really that much faster. I mean, we still got a lot of stuff, but yeah, I mean, there's less to be sure. All right. Okie dokie. Generate alias, that can stay. Now, we are putting things in weird spots still. Also, what is this keyword? Wait, what? We had a keyword in here for ES6. Yeah, okay, let's go with that. 8 years ago, added by me. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and delete that because that's weird. What? So wait, if I was to go to, I don't even know if I search for ES6 on npmjs.org, if that show up like chore, delete random stupid keywords I added. There. That's really funny. All right. Let's see. There's more. There's definitely more. I know there's more. Pre-publish only. Is there anything in there? No. Test side effects we want. Publish docs is unrelated. System.js. What? Are we even doing anything like that? What is this? System.js compatibility. So we're not using this at all either. No one's complained. Surprise, surprise. Guess what else I'm going to nuke this time? Node integration system.js compatibility spec. I'm breaking compatibility with system.js, and I bet no one even knows. We'll find out. Because we weren't even testing it. Right? So if we broke compatibility with it, what happens if I run this even? Let's see. Test system.js. Exports is not defined. What? Awesome. Okay, well, whatever. Clearly this was not working before. We're in a good state, right? What did I call this branch? Yeah. So let's just say, what? Why does it say I'm currently bisecting? What? That doesn't make any sense. Why am I bisecting? Who did this and why? Oh my gosh, what if I have to redo all this work? Well, I'll ref log it if I do. Let's see, git bisect, what did it? Bisect reset? Was I always doing this? Like, how long has it been like that? Publish 7.0. What in the world? Check out, commit, chore. What in the world? This is the weirdest thing. All right, so if I go back to git checkout, what was it? Version 8, build changes. Am I still bisecting? No. That was so weird. Okay. We're good. I don't know why I was in that bisecting state. That was super bizarre. All right. So I don't think I need this bit here. So I want to go to this file after I delete this. Let's find you. Find you and destroy you. System config requires that I get to delete or yes. I like this a lot. This is so old that it's been written with regular functions. When was this made? I made this. No, Igor. There's your problem. Yeah, this has got to die. Die, die, die. The whole thing die. Wait, system.js target. Oh my gosh. Is this being used with anything? No, it's not. This is, oh, dude, this is so messed up. All right. So this whole folder here gets to die. Delete. And then we deleted system.js from that. System.js. I like that. I like that. Let's look and see what else this was. This using anything else? No, just that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to delete you. Yeah, I want to delete you. And then we don't use you anymore. That's awesome. Chore. Remove system. Why do I capitalize that? Chore. Remove system. Yeah, JS cruft. We were not running the tests anyhow. I'm not even entirely sure why we even had this to begin with, but it's been 5 years. All right. So Brandon was asking if there's a timeline for RxJS 8. The timeline is, I mean, it's all volunteer work, right? And actually one of the major limiting things for me right now is getting like code reviews from people that have some familiarity or just like do a good job reviewing code. Like, so that's the big bottleneck for me. It's not so much the coding that needs to be done. It's the code reviews that getting those in so I can land code. We've got it alpha version right now, but the overall, what the work that needs to be done is I need to get this publishing right. There's some additional cleanup. I want to also update how we're creating operators. So we're creating them the same way that everybody else should be creating them. And then I want to split things into a monorepository and publish observable as its own package, like just observable, but still publish RxJS with everything else in it, like it's always been. So once all of that work is done, we're in beta, and we'll stay in beta for, however long, and then come out of beta. There's not a lot of breaking changes in this other than breaking, like deprecated things that have been long deprecated are breaking, or, moving away from ES 2015 builds and ESM5 builds, which are, also in a way deprecated, right? Anyway. So ESM support, I don't know. The problem is true ESM support. We add it and then it breaks everybody's bundlers. It's debatable, like that like what comes out of this is just going to be like, oh, I'm just changing this to build ESM 2015, and it's not going to have like the ES module, like the .js at the end of every file yet. But it's debatable. Like maybe we do add that. The problem is it just creates so much friction for people to update. But then again, I mean, so what? They can just keep using RxJS 7 if it's too much friction for them. It's not like we're not going to support it. So I don't know. It's debatable. I'm probably not going to tackle that right now, but it's something I've got my eye on at the very least. All right, so where was I? NodeMon, watch, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, pre-publish only, DTS lint, all of these things are fine so far. What else? There was something else I was going to look at. Oh, I need to make sure I'm building, like, what is like this stuff here? ES2, node, ES, so default. So this all needs to change because this is no longer the default. We're not even publishing that anymore. So this would be the default. Oh, I'm editing the working tree. God damn it. I hate that. All right. So we're here. I'm going to have to go through and I'm going to have to change these things. So basically, this isn't going to end up being the default every single time. Oop, I got that up there too. We'll get to that. You know what? I did this out of order. Shift, and then let's go to the end and kill that. Kill that, and go to home. And then make this default. All right, so that's default now. Because that's where we want to put things, and that's cool. That's cool. It's probably going to break Angular people, but they'll figure it out. They have like paid staff that works on Angular. And they could talk with me more. If we're honest, they barely talk to me at all. This is going to be where the module is, and not this. And what? We're going to have to change stuff in the TS config, ESM. So this is not, this is going to be target ES 23. I like that. I'm going to put it there. I like that. Module. ES next, we'll leave that. Even though that's technically not what we want to do. And we don't need to import helpers anymore. No more TS lib for you. And what else? Is there anything else we need to change in here? Let's look at the base, because this is coming from base. Nope, that looks fine. So really it's this, and then types. Module, that's fine. Target for the types is ES2022. Disk types. Exclude, that is not even a thing anymore. Ooh, we get to delete that. I like that too. That's my dog barking. Because my youngest just came home. All right. We get to delete this. We don't need it. It's so good. Hold on just a second, everybody. I'll be right back. Love you too. All right, sorry about that. My youngest came in. All right, so I get to get rid of this. It's great. Is this importing anything? I don't think so. It's just this. Delete permanently. Delete. TS. Now we get to get rid of this as well. And this. So we've got README stuff to change. We'll definitely have to go through and do that. I'm not worried about these. Installation, less worried about that. For CDN, oh, this is like, I'm going to get rid of that. README, this is for CDN stuff. See how this is different, weird. No one uses that anymore. Thank goodness for stack or stack blitz or whatever. All right. Kill that. All right, so anywhere else? No. So this is the UMD stuff. Let's run npm build package. Let's just see what happens. Look at this. This is wrong too. What the? Oh, it doesn't like that. Why don't you like me? Fine. Oh, because probably because I don't have the latest version of TypeScript. Whatever. We'll fix that in due time. I already did that one. That one. That one. We're good. All right, let's try running it again. Oh. Come on. It's a good sign. When it takes a while, it's a good sign. All right, so let's, I'm curious. I want to go look at the build and see what came out. I've never looked at these build info files before. Oh, that's not that exciting. All right, let's look at, I don't know, operators. Index, yeah, it's not terribly exciting. Internal, observable, or just look at the observable file. Class observable, look at that. Everything looks okay. I wonder if I have any like newer features. Like if I would look through here and I was like, find in folder that. Or that. Or that. Really? I don't have anything like that in there? It compiled all of those things out? Files to include. Let's just look in source. So I definitely have in there. So it should have left that in subject. Let's go back to here. Subject. ESM internal. subject. I would think, oh yeah, I did leave them in there. What the hell? Maybe it just doesn't catalog when I search. Oh, maybe because when I searched I had something. No. Huh. Super weird. Anyways. Oh, because files to exclude and files to include. Why does it let... Oh, okay, yeah, all right. So we've got modern features in there. Awesome. That's looking good. Let's go back to what we actually just changed. And what we just changed, we wanted to target ES2022, ES2022. So good. And we've updated these couple things. Let me update this a little bit separately. So this is just making sure that we're pointing the module to the right bit. Okay, so let's commit this one and just say chore point package JSON, or point package to proper modules. So that's one. Then this here and this here are this is docs update move CDN instructions commit, and then these here confirming that and see chore update build to output. And also we are removing a TS file. Commit. All right. There are no stage changes. Yes, I want to stage those. Okay, so far so good. And then let's, I think we also need to update the package JSON. Because I removed system.js. I don't know if I did that after, the package lock file rather. So let's do that. And then, so we should see it change over here if that's the case. Or if somebody updated a dependency in the last like 3 minutes or whatever. No. So all right. So that's system.js is removed. Cool. Stage changes. Chore update package lock after system JS removal. Dep removal. I don't care. All right. Okie dokie. So I think we're pretty good. Minimist. What is some of this stuff? I don't really know what in the world we're using it for. Files to include all the files, but exclude dist. Like, what is this? Are we even using a minimist for anything? We're just installing it for no reason. That's freaking awesome. So excluding that, we have it there, and then we, come on, man. All right, so we don't need that either, apparently. I really wonder about a lot of these things. Shell.js, are we using that for anything? Runner TS. Integration. Oh, this is for what? 3 years ago. What are we doing here? We're executing a promise. this is just to run tests. Runner TS main do catch test failed. Import. What is this? Install no save. Fixture path prepare fixture. Build package npm pack. What in the world? What is this? Test import. Do we run this for anything? Okay, we are actually running that one. We'll leave that one. Cool. Okay. I'm being greedy with what I can remove here. Like this. What is this? I think we're using this right in this same file actually, but yeah. No. Wrong. Build clean. Oh, that's just to okay, that's just to execute rim route. Okay. Let's go back down here. Shell.js I just checked out. Promise. What in the world? That's an amazing one. That like there's no environment in which I can imagine us needing this, but here we are. Oh, of course the word promise shows up all over the time, all over the place. Promise. Let's look for. We import it anywhere. From promise. Acquire promise. I'm betting I can delete this one. I'm doing it anyways because it feels good. Watch like the tests not run or something now. Like it was a requirement. Promise. RxJS depended on a library called Promise, like a Promise implementation. It's so good. Like we don't even run in a version of anything that doesn't have a promise natively. So I'm sure that was installed like 8 years ago, and just like we keep missing it during these moments where I go through and clean stuff. Or I keep missing it. It's a better way to put it. All right. I just did that. All right, so here we go. What do we have so far? We removed promise. Okay, cool. So cool. This is so okay. I am shocked that I never noticed that or raised an eyebrow at it. I just focus on like I don't want to look at this stuff because I hate it. Remove old promise package dep. All right. Let's see, where are we at? We were digging through our package JSON. Oh boy, platform. Oh boy, that means it's not used anywhere there. What if I do platform? Nope. I'm going to guess we can delete this one too. 5 years ago. Let's kill it. Oh, this will be extra fun when I go and I just push up this PR and like everything's broken in CI and I have to go through and bisect like what I removed that I didn't need. Like cross-env, like why do we have cross-env and this? Like I feel like these both accomplish the same thing, but this one's older. Oops. fine. I'll leave it. I don't care that much. Dependency cruiser, I know we use. Form data. This is probably for testing purposes. Yep. All right. Google Closure Compiler from 2017. Make closure. Gonna go ahead and guess that we don't do this anymore. Make closure core. Oh, although this would have shown up somewhere. Oh, this is sweet. We get to remove this and this. Oh, wait, I already have a couple things I deleted. Let's land those first. Boom. Sure. Move unused platform depth. See, this is the problem with these really long-lived projects is like it's pretty easy to build up cruft over the course of like 7 or 8 years. 8 years, I guess. All right. So what was the next one I said? Oh, closure. This is so messed up. All right, so let's kill that from 2017 and then go find those closure, make closure and closure core, and let's delete those. Yes, I want to delete both of those files. And then ref, boom, boom. Can't believe it. Like this probably could have been removed when version 7 was released. Like I don't think we've looked at closure compiler in a pretty long time. Gosh. Just for fun, I'll run that. I don't think it's going to make a difference. All right, so sure, remove dep. Let's see. Closure, compiler, cruft. So much cruft. Man, this is so good. I'm excited about this PR already. Like night and day. It's going to be good. Let's see. Make clear deleted. Sorry, Alan. Let's see. Let's close everything. Close all editors and then open package.json again. Let's keep poking through here. See what else we find. Anything that looks weird. Escape string regular expression. What is that? Oh, test scheduler. Okay. All right. We'll go with that. That seems like it had some use. Probably. Cool. What else? Husky. Do we use Husky? I think we do, actually. Validate commit message. That's probably part of Husky. WebStreams polyfill, I know we're using. Conventional changelog, I know we use. Helpers. Schematics. It's funny is like, no one comes to maintain this from the Angular folks. So like, I don't even know if this is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Honestly, there's a solid chance that we should probably just delete this stuff because who knows? It's just this weird connection that we have to the Angular project that whenever I left the Angular team kind of got severed, and they've never really kept up with us or for any reason. All right. Is there anything up here that looks wrong? That's okay. Exports. This all looks fine. The proof will be in the pudding to see, like, after I publish the next version, if I can still, still important to use everything properly, but it should be okay. All right. All right. Oh, it's funny. He doesn't work at Google anymore. I'm leaving it. I don't care. We should get him to come change that. It's funny. Like all of this stuff was left here. I mean, you can look like 7 years ago. And like, I don't know. It's, I think this one was here, and then I changed it to actually include my email address or something 6 years ago. And then these have been here for 8 years. And we added OJ after that, and then Andre after that. So Andre did a lot of our early documentation. Dependencies. That's not a dependency anymore. I can kill that. Hold on. Let's see. Everywhere. Nope. Nope. So that's to run it against that latest. We'll change that in a second if we have to. Fetch. Side effects. Oh, there's a side effects snapshot. So we don't care about those because we need to update those. This is cool. This is so cool. So the side effects thing is going to change after I eliminate this. Sweet. All right. I don't like you. And I don't depend on you anymore. And that's all changelog stuff. Cool. So let's say kill that. Do that. And then I need to find my side effects commands. Side effects. Test side effects update. Could not find what? Could not find, oh, because it wants to test old files. See, I'm already breaking stuff. Side effects JS. Oh no, side effects JSON. I see. So everywhere I said ESM5, I gotta kill that sucker. All right. Well, that's a little annoying, but we can manage. Let's do that so it's easier to mark. Parse error. Oh, did I like leave bad juju in here? Let's see. Throw. Oh, why is there a parse error? Oh my gosh. Don't tell me that this check side effects thing that was also maintained by the Angular team has issues. Just roll up. Oh, we removed a bunch of roll up stuff. Unexpected token. There. Wait, what? Oh, it uses roll up. Never mind. Let's see. It's funny. I'm like, oh, I'm all excited about removing roll up, and we have a dependency that still uses roll up. All right. So what is this? This is complaining because it doesn't understand this syntax. I see. So my guess is I have to update check side effects to whatever the latest version is. And it's almost certainly not that. That is the latest version. Okay, so Yet again, we've been duped into using something by the Angular team that they stopped maintaining. That's awesome. I don't even know what to say about that. Felipe is awesome. He's a cool dude, but I'm thinking that we're going to need to kill this check side effects thing. It's, oh God, that's so annoying. Super duper duper annoying. So that's a side effect. So, all right. So just to overview for people who are like, what's happening right now? We have these side effects tests that were run, or that were basically to make sure modules didn't have in themselves side effects. So that way you're sure that the side effects equals false flag that you can put in a package JSON, which is like way up here, is true. That means things will be tree shakeable. Now, this test helps ensure that. But the problem is now we're outputting modern JavaScript, and this check side effects tool hasn't been updated in however long. And this is a similar problem that I had with, what was the other tool that the Angular folks had me? Oh, there was a API Guardian. They had me using API Guardian. Like I was belittled and berated for like running an unprofessional like open source project by Igor Minar. Like was like, you're stupid for not having something like this, like literally like that. And he can dispute it if he wants, but that's actually what happened. And so I was berated into using it. I start using it, and they just stopped maintaining it, and that broke on us a few months ago. And I finally got rid of that because we finally hit a wall with it. And now this is exactly the same thing where I was like, yeah, sure, Igor, I'll do this thing that you want. And like, dude, never let someone at a company drive your for free volunteer only open source project. So this stuff is junk. Man, I mean, whatever, like this is fine. Like this is something we added forever ago. Like that's an open source project that isn't maintained by the Angular team, which is a good thing. Angular is really good at maintaining Angular. Like they're not particularly good at maintaining all the little offshoot projects they create to support Angular. Those decide to stop supporting it, and then you're screwed. Which is also a problem with dependencies in general. Like you depend on RxJS, and we decide we're never maintaining this again or whatever. Like, and it doesn't keep up. Like, then you're in trouble. But that's not going to happen. I would hand it off at the point that I was going to leave. But yeah. Also, ours is a lot simpler project than something that's dependent on language features and that sort of thing. All right. So we need to kill. Man, this sucks. Kill side effects. Let's look at this stuff first. So this is, yeah, we're gonna have to kill all of this. Boom. Find side effects. Check side effects. You get to die. Find side. Oh, I'm already finding it there. Run that. I guarantee we're also running it in our CI. Yes, let ignore. That's great. So we have this whole file just dedicated to that. We can kill that. It's cool. Delete permanently. Delete. Let's see. Git ignore. Yep, we'll get rid of that. Kill this for a second. Yeah, here we go. We're running that as well, and we're going to get rid of this. Sweet, CI will be faster. README. Side effects. You all get to die. Delete permanently. Now I could reach out to them and be like, hey, what are you using now? But then I'll be in the same boat, right? like I'll just wait 2 or 3 years and I'll have exactly the same. Now they are under new leadership, so maybe that won't be the case, but man, it's it has not been super beneficial for me that I gave in to Igor's whims back in the day. Let's see. Find side effects. Tap user perform side effects. Oh, the funny thing is we've got like notes about side effects in here. All right. So let's see. npm. First, let's remref node modules, and then reinstall it. So we update our package lock. Just make sure I don't have anything else in here. That's fine. Everything else is fine. Hey, look, like now we had 4 critical before when we were auditing this. Now we're down to 2. So that took out a couple, or at least some of the things I removed has taken out a couple of critical vulnerabilities. Oh God. All right. Build package. Oh, I already know that's going to run. npm run pre-publish. Right, that's not going to do anything weird, is it? I should know this, but pre-publish only. Build package, run lint, run test, run circular, run dts. No, that's not going to run any of that stuff. All right. I think we're good. I don't think I need to run anything else. So git status. So let's look at all of this crap that we just went through. This is a big one. So this we wanted to remove because it's all the side effects junk. This side effects related. This. Let's make this more visible. Side effects related. This. Checks out. What is this? Temp input JS. We can delete this whole file. Where is that? Oh, delete. This probably just came up temporarily. Is it adding this? No, it's updating it. Oh, God. Let's see. Go in here. So these are all side effects related. Yep, delete. This is doing what? What did we do? We removed that dep, which is fine. Here, we're no longer running test side effects in CI. That's fine. Package JSON. Let's see what we changed here. Remove that test side effects, pre-publish. Remove those commands there. Remove the only dependency we've got. Remove that crappy old dependency. We're good. And then this I just trust is probably fine. All right, so all of that. Now I get to type up a big long message about what changed and why. This is chore move dependency on tslib. Removes our only dependency. We don't need it anymore because we are targeting modern JavaScript. What else? Removes check side effects, which is yet another stop supporting because check side effects doesn't support modern JS features. It's probably that the version of rollup it's using or something doesn't, but I don't want to update it. I just don't care enough. I'm not going to replace this with anything for the time being. All right. I could do all sorts of commentary on this. Like my experience under a certain person who I've mentioned a couple times was frankly eye-opening and awful. All right, here we go. So I'm sorry. Like maybe I shouldn't have live streamed this part of it. But I'll put it up on YouTube. I mean, it is what it is. It's not like other people haven't said the same thing. All right. I mean, real talk. I think Angular would be a lot more popular had it not been run by that guy. It's ridiculous. There'd be a lot of stuff that maybe wouldn't have been as good, but there'd be a bunch of other stuff that would be better, in my opinion, because he wouldn't have ran people off. Gosh. All right. So where are we at? Anything else in here that I think I might want to get rid of? So, all right. So I'm looking through the chat right now, and it's saying that, see if it actually shows the chat if I go in here. Oh, all right. So I was just scrolling up through the chat, and I was looking, and Brandon was saying something about what Angular version of the doc's on. So Mladen, he is working on the docs, and he's kept it up to date, pretty up to date. I think there's a PR out right now to get it to the newest version. I tend to agree that a docs reboot wouldn't be a bad thing. My gut tells me that we don't need a really highly dynamic website for content that doesn't really change that often. It could be statically generated, right? Like, and it would be faster. The only reason I haven't done that yet is because Google is generously, or maybe absent-mindedly, paying for the RxJS.dev site. So like Firebase is. So the Firebase folks, they love us, and they donated the bandwidth. So we don't have to worry about it as much. But like, honestly, we could have just generated HTML for a lot of this stuff with a tool like 11D or like even Next.js or something that just did it all server generated. I don't really know that we needed a dynamic framework for it. But at the time, using the Angular, like forking the Angular docs was a huge lift, because the Angular docs were the only real system out there that could go through and like analyze all of your types and, you know, build this pretty amazing for the time website. But it is probably time for a refresher. Let's see. Am I playing the new Zelda is the question. No, I'm not playing the new Zelda. I wish I had time. I wish I had time. My son is probably going to be playing the new Zelda. We didn't purchase it yet, but I know he really liked the previous one. So, and then other than that, Brand, I don't know who's going to watch this, and I am going to put it up on YouTube. And I did a little bit disparage Igor. Like, I don't know. He's a brilliant dude. He's one of the smartest people I've ever worked with. But I'm not going to lie that my time working adjacent to him was not pleasant. So, and he is the one that badgered me into using these tools like this check side effects, and the previous one, which was API Guardian and these other things. And I mean, really, like he let me have it about not having something like API Guardian, about how unprofessional it was that we didn't have something like that. And then you use the tool and it doesn't get maintained, which is about the most unprofessional thing you can do, like open source. And it broke us. And then that took me a while to fix. And then this thing you saw break me just now when we wanted to update to a newer target. So, anywho, all right. I think that this change set is probably pretty good. Let me see if there's there's some of these files things we don't care about anymore. We don't care about this one. And then still publishing all of this stuff for now, because this gets used for source maps. That's fine. That's a license you definitely want. Code of conduct you definitely want. Should probably update that soon. It's been a while, but it should still be valid. Dist bundles we do not want. Look at that. Is that right? I think that's good. So this is another chore. Update. Included files list. Commit. All right, so let's go ahead and push this up. Push origin head. What do I call this? Version 8 build changes. Boom. And I'm going to go ahead and, I forgot to switch back to the thing. So anyways, I was just deleting these, the file. There's some files here that were related to that I still said, include, ESM5, include bundles, and we don't use those anymore. So I'm going to have to push that. See, do you want to create a pull request using GitHub pull requests and issues extension? No. All right, so jump out there. Then let me switch my feed over to that. All right, so in here, it's just the same sort of thing. So this is going to be, let me make this a little bit bigger. This is going to be nice. Thank you for your pull request, me. So this, maybe make this better. Version 8 build changes. ES2022. No more tslib, etc., etc. All right. And then, please review by commit. There are several changes and cleanups made. Let's see. Highlights. No more dependency on tslib. Outputting ES2022. Outputting, is that a word? Putting out? Sounds weird. And what else? No longer publishing UMD bundles. No longer publishing ES5. No longer publishing extraneous ES2015 folder. That might cause some issues with the Angular build because I think they're very directly looking at that, but maybe not. We'll see. Updates package JSON removes a bunch of unused dependencies. Removes what is that thing? Check side effects. Note, check side effects is yet another unmaintained side project we depended on the Angular team. It broke when we updated to output ES2022 because it couldn't handle things like that. There are no more updates for us to pull on them. We were on the latest version. Maintain sign project I was badgered into using. I'm adding that. I was badgered into using. I don't care. Dude. All right. So here we go. So highlights. So let's create the pull request. So this is pretty big. I just removed more than 5,000 lines of code. So that's good. And I'll request OJ look at it maybe. And we're going to see if this passes. I have my doubts. Like this might have some issues, but maybe not. All right. Well, that's pretty much the stream for today. I mean, we got this going. So the next thing that'll happen is after we get this merged, I'm going to go through and fix our error classes, because we're creating them like in an old-fashioned way to get around this transpilation crap. In fact, I could probably do that now, actually, and just have 2 PRs up and ready to go. In fact, yeah, I think I will do that. And that'll give this some time to run. So let's switch this back to look at my Visual Studio. All right, so now we're back looking at this. Let's go ahead and git check out master, which we know that I accidentally added something to already. Fetch all. I don't think anything's been merged, but you never know. Reset upstream master hard. And then clear this, and close all editors. All right, so fresh start. Now, I've got this thing where it's create error class. This guy. I don't want to use this anymore. This was to work around a down leveling issue that I'm pointing at here. So we can literally just delete this whole file. Delete permanently. Delete. Actually, I'm going to check out a new branch. What do I call this? Refactor. Remove error down level workaround. All right, now that I did that, if I run compile, it should just break in a few spots. Hopefully, yeah, cool. Breaks over and over again because we're compiling over and over again. I guess I could have just ran one of them, whatever. So let's look. This one here, the timeout error. We no longer have this create error class thing that we care about. What we can do is get rid of this. Although we probably want to keep the deprecation error. All right, let's just do this. Export class timeout error. Extends error. And then what are we doing? Message is that, info is that. And we need to do super. This can just go in there. We don't need to set that manually anymore. Name is there, and this is going to be like, what is that? And we should add this timeout info thing. Oh, it takes a timeout. Okay. And I guess that we can just make that public and get rid of this. And we got T and M. Must be what? Why must it be that? It must be the same type. Info is defined here. Oh, because I have this, or no. Got it. That's strange. That or null. I see, because it's putting null in there. Whatever. We don't need this one anymore. Let's see the information provided, the error. It's funny. Just copy it. And then what else? This was also deprecated, yeah? Yep. All right, so that's looking okay. So we can get rid of this. Oh, we need to add this documentation. All right. So let's get rid of this and this. And this is complaining why? Because of this. Do I care that this could be null or might be null? It was never set to null before though. That's the really bizarre thing. Like I wasn't doing like or null. Super weird. I guess I could do that and it would be the same thing. Why is this complaining? Timeout error is already defined. Oh, because of this up here. Okay, so I can kill that. Let's bring up my thing and make sure I'm not getting any important chat messages about how I'm screwing up. Nope. All right. So that looks okay. We don't have this anymore. What is this complaining about? It's already defined. ESLint. Oh, freaking ESLint. Why is ESLint complaining? I hate ESLint. I think I had it, yeah, I think I had this disabled before and I just enabled it on stuff today. I'm actually going to disable ESLint on this project, or at least for now, extensions, because it's going to be annoying. So I had it turned off for a while and I just turned it back on today for a different project. And today, I think I'm just going to disable it for now. Reload. All right. Back up. So no more red squigglies other than build errors, which is what I was really looking for. Okay, so let's run this again. Run compile, and it's going to complain that this file isn't there anymore. I'm just going to add it back really quick, because I want to make sure that it builds just for that timeout error case. Yeah, it's definitely building, or would have failed already. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to wait for it. I'm just going to run the tests. I guess it was just an npm test. I just typed quicker than I needed to. All right, so that's pretty good. Let's commit that change. So just to review, remove that. Add that. Oh, so much smaller, so much nicer. So wonderful. Okay. So refactor. Timeout error. Implement. Let's see, basically what am I doing? I'm removing down level workaround. Okay. Sweet. All right, so that's good. Let's go back and delete our create error class. You know what, I'm just going to do this the other way. I'll just find all references and, oh my gosh, there's so many. Let's do unsubscription error next. Why not? Let's get rid of this. Read all errors any. Okay. Export class unsubscription error extends error. Let's constructor. Is this right? I'm not going to do that. Let's see. So this is actually, it's building this thing out. So if you've got errors, then do this. Otherwise, do nothing. That's pretty fun that I did that. Let's see. And then what else? Oh, it's complaining about the other stuff. So here, that's already done. We don't need that. That we needed to do. And this, and we want to show that we don't want people constructing this on their own. So good. Let's see, npm t. It'll break the build or it won't get through. Okay, we're good. Let's review. Yeah, that looks right to me. Add, and then what did I say before? This is refactor. Unsubscription error. Remove down level workaround. And commit. Moving on. Find all references. Gosh, so many of these. All right. This one's going to be the same deal. All right, so this one actually does take a message string. What is this? Oh, this is super. Okay, yeah. All right, so it does take a message. And what? Super message, and then this is sequence error. Okay. This one's not terribly exciting. And let's just add this. Then add this. Then delete all of this. Right on. Run this guy. Factor sequence error. So sequence error is one that gets thrown for a variety of reasons. I think one of the primary things is whenever you're doing like a sequence equals, maybe. Where is this used? Single. That's right. It's only really used in one spot, which is amazing. We should probably actually move this right next to that, but we'll get there. Let's see. Let's say remove down level workaround. Commit. Moving on. Find all references. Oh, not found error. That's a good one. Constructor takes a message, yeah. Then inside of there we do super message, not found error. That looks right. And we can delete this. We can add this. We can delete all of this. I'm just going to commit that. I'm not even going to test it. That's how confident I am in that change. This is going to be remove down level workaround. All right. Moving on. And our references. We're getting there. It's another pretty simple one. Sport class empty error extends error. Did I get it right? Elements and sequence empty error. Look at that. Got it right the first try. Sweet. And then this needs to be moved down above the constructor. All that can be deleted. You know what? Let's see. Let's go back to my search results. Oh, it doesn't show. Find all references. Oh, it's down here. I'm just going to go through and do them all and then make the commits individually after the fact. Sport class argument out of range error extends error constructor. Yeah, look at that. Thank you. And then we go through here. Delete this from here to here. And then copy this there. And I can delete all that. Sweet. Find all references. Errors. Aha, the Ajax error. So we've been using this more than one spot? Or no, just one spot. Ajax error. Okay, well this one's going to be different. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this one's a bit more complicated. Let's see, class Ajax error extends error. We'll have to see. So it's got all this stuff in it. And the constructor has these things. All right, so let's put these here. This is actually wrong. This should be read-only. Nobody should be setting this. Like, I don't know why someone had set that. Watch this break something. But all right, so then here, all of this, and the constructor. Then this takes these arguments. I guess probably don't know, whatever. I mean, if I wanted to be cute about it, I would be consistent and just put it up there, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll leave that as is. Okay, and then we delete everything up to here. And right here, we want to make sure that our constructor is deprecated because we can't make it internal. We don't want people building them. And then we delete all this stuff up to here. So nice. Next, find all references. There's a spec for this. Look at that. I just don't care about those things anymore. All right, so let's delete this. And then delete this. All right, now I'm going to go through and commit each one of these. So add u, refactor, empty, error, move, down leveling, workaround, commit. This one here. Changes. Factor argument out of range. Error. Move down level. There's that. And this one's here for the Ajax error. Refactor Ajax error. Down leveling workaround. Cool. And these two, factor, move unused, create error, class, workaround. Sweet. Let's run our tests. Uh-oh. Doop, doop, doo. Cannot be, actually cannot be invoked without. Let's see. Oh, well, there you go. It's because I see. So I need to inherit these. I see what I did. That was my fault. So this needs to inherit from this. So let's just go through and change this. Export class Ajax timeout error extends Ajax error constructor. There's that. There's that. I think that's pretty much it. And we just need to move the documentation. Well, delete up to the documentation. And then make sure that we're got our deprecation in there. And then what? We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. Look at that. It's so much smaller. Okay. Awesome. Is that right? Oh, it's good. Yeah, and this is just complaining. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So add this. This is refactor Ajax timeout error. Implement as non-down level workaround. Okay. See if that builds and runs. It should. Uh-oh. Got some broken bits. I knew this Ajax error thing was be a pain in the butt. It's not a constructor. Really? Really? Am I not exporting it? Oh, it's not. There's your problem. I might have to flatten that one. Let's see, it's, this isn't really a fix. I'm just going to put this in there as refactor because I don't want it to show up in the changelog as a fix. X error. Remember to export it, silly. All right, boom. Probably should have tested it first. Look at that, so good. All right, so let's push that one. And then we can switch over and look at that view. Let's see. That's good that our other one passed. That's awesome. And right here, I'm going to put that it depends on this though. This shouldn't be merged until it's merged. This is just removing workarounds that were necessary for ES5 down leveling of error types. Custom error types. I guess down leveling's not a word. It should be. All right. Is there anything fancy about this? Not really. Let's just create the pull request. Look at that. Remove another more than 100 lines of code. So good. We'll request Mladen review that one. Oh, look, a thumbs up. How exciting. So these are great. I'm very excited. I got some stuff to go back through and look at that, making sure everything's, yes, these ones make me happy too. This is fantastic. Operator function signature. As an incorrect signature from the description, it applies to the projection function to every source value as well as the output value. That means project blah, blah, blah. All right, let's see what the change is. We're projecting something that extends, I don't know. I can run the tests on this. My guess is that this doesn't pass DTS lint because this weirdness that was added where we've got something that extends observable input and observed value of is so we can get the proper types in all cases. And we could not. So I think that this is probably a well-intentioned but ill-advised change. But yeah, I mean, look, we're hacking around it and it's probably like, oh, it's so much better. But maybe this will just pass and maybe newer versions of TypeScript don't have any problems with getting the types inferred through here properly. But this whole observed value of observable input dance was being done for a very specific reason. And I think it was that whenever you had a union type that you were returning inside of the project function, you wouldn't get the right type out of the result. So we'll see. But I think that change was made in like TypeScript 2.8 or something. So this might work in the naive case now, which would be great. But we won't know until these are done running. Oh yeah, here we go. Details. Lint. What a lint break on. Unused declarations are forbidden. That's sad. Womp womp. Just let them know. All right. So there's that. My two big pull requests for the day. There's this one's a big deal. This one's going to be a big deal. So as soon as I get this one merged, I'm going to merge this one. Then we're going to publish a new version, which should have the smaller, leaner files in it for RxJS at next. So I'm pretty darn excited about these two things. Especially, I mean, look at this, just like so much code. Now a lot of this is removed from the package JSON. I'm sure. Like if I look at the files changed. There's some of these things where I'm just removing the snapshots and whatever. That's going to take out a lot. Well, it looks like one line, but yeah, the package JSON, I bet. Let's see. Package, where is package JSON? Or I'm sorry, package lock JSON. Yeah, yes, remove 5,000 lines of code was right there. So I'm padding my stats a little bit, but it's fantastic. I think overall, if I look at the contributors list that I've removed, for a long time I had removed way more code. Oh, look at that, I've added more code now. But for a long time, this number was higher than this number. I had actually removed more code than I'd added. So, yeah, OJ though, nice. That's what I like to see. So, all right, cool. Well, I'm gonna go over here to chatting. Oh, look, Dimitri's on here. That's cool. Let's see. So yeah, Dimitri, you want to do me a favor, review those two. And I'm going to put the recording of this up on YouTube because it might help provide context for people to review, but that's the only upside I've had so far to live streaming this stuff. Other than people catching me do silly things. I don't know. So cool. Thanks everybody for joining. I'm taking off. See ya.